Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have a super cute Easter card to share with you using the Happy Hatchling die and several other new products from Lawn Fawn's latest release. This Easter card is easy to put together and it uses a lot of scraps you might have. So let's get started. To make my card base, I started with a 4.5 by 11-inch piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound because I will be cutting it double thick. Fold it in the center and make sure you have a good crease on the end. Really helps. Using the largest oval from the large stitched oval stackable set, position the edge of the oval so it extends beyond the folded edge of your card base. Put a piece of tape on it just to be sure it doesn't slip. I ran it through my die cut machine forward and back because it is double layers. As you can see, the stitching comes out beautifully on the front, even though we're going to cover it later, but it even comes out on the inside, which is an added bonus. For my top layer, I used the same large oval die and a piece of paper from the Watercolor Petite paper pack. For the grassy bottom of my card, I used the Flower Hillside pop-up add-on die and a piece of cilantro cardstock. My paper size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I positioned my top cutting plate so it did not cover the bottom edge of the die. This will give me more paper to work with for the next step of my card. See how much more room there is than if I'd used the die normally? I'm using the same large oval and I'm positioning my Flower Hillside pop-up inside the oval. I'm keeping the little flowers to the top side of the die so I don't accidentally trim them off. By doing this, I will have the same stitching on the bottom edge of my die cut as is on my background oval. This way you have the same stitching that will go all the way around your die. My stitched sun is from the Spring Showers die set. I chose it so it would match all the other stitching. I positioned my oval on top of the sun, taped it in place, and ran through my die cut machine. So here's what you need to put the card together. We have our card base, our background die, our Flower Hillside pop-up. I added the blossoms on the pop-up using the dies that come with the set. I cut a grassy bottom using the grassy border die, and again I cut that out using the large oval. Our Happy Hatchling and its eggshell. This really is a super cute die set. My sun, which also has the stitching that matches the oval. I used the Happy Easter border die, and I changed the color on my final card and decided to cut it out using guava cardstock. Much better contrast. I'm using liquid glue to attach my background oval. Liquid glue gives you just a little bit longer to move things around and make sure you have it positioned the way you like. I then added my Flower Hillside pop-up. You can see how I have the added room at the bottom. I then added my sun, again using liquid glue to make sure I had the stitching lined up. Next comes the grassy border. I only put glue on the edge because I would like my Happy Hatchling to nestle inside the grass. Here I've added my little chick and its shell. I took my Happy Easter die cut and cut it apart to make it fit just how I liked. I hope my video has given you some ideas in using your dies in a slightly different way. Thanks for stopping by.